today to get back on track. The last thing you should do is nothing. Here's David Scramp, best-selling author and CEO of the Retirement Income Store.
You don't have to cross your fingers and toes hoping for growth in this unpredictable stock market. There is a more conservative way, and that's to invest for income without all the stock market risk.
Start by claiming your free retirement income kit by calling 866-915-5049. It includes 5 educational tools and David's best-selling book. Plus, you'll get a complimentary no-obligation conversation with an income specialist in your area who can answer any retirement-related questions you may have. Call 866-915-5049 today for your free kit and a conversation with the Retirement Income Store, where retirees go for income. Online at theretirementincomeStore.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Sound Income Strategies, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisory.
They had snuck in the night and committed these murders. Nobody had a clue about who or why.
You got 8 people dead, and things like that don't usually happen. In a small town, I mean, they don't usually happen anywhere. Somebody was trying to send a message. I don't think there can be any doubt about that.
They could have written a more sinister story than what's playing out in Pike County, Ohio right now.
Find the Piketon Massacre on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
WSNE HD2 Talk Drama, W284BA Bullet.
When you're stressed, you just don't feel like yourself. New Natrol Relaxia, a full line of drug-free supplements to help you manage occasional stress and anxiety. A special blend of herbals keeps you feeling calm and balanced throughout the day. Because when there's less stress, there's more you. Try new Natrol Relaxia. Learn more at relaxiafood.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Rhode Island's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. WHJJ, Providence, an iHeartRadio station.
Questions pouring in. Fox News, I'm Mary Corsetti. To President Trump as he's holding a news conference at his New Jersey Golf Club tonight, addressing several issues, including mail-in voting, saying it's going to be catastrophic and will make our country a laughing stock around the world. But the president does note the Postal Service chief is doing a fantastic job and wants to make the Postal Service great again. It comes after the U.S. Postal Service warned that nearly all 50 states could see a delay in election results because the states don't allow enough time for absentee ballots to be delivered and returned.
If you do not want to go in person, you've got the ability with an absentee ballot. That does not mean that you do mail-in voting in total. I think it would be a catastrophe.
Indiana Republican Senator Mike Braun on Fox and Friends. Meanwhile, the Biden campaign has released its first bilingual digital ad, and the campaign's first ad to feature Senator Kamala Harris since she became the Democratic nominee for vice president. The ad will run in Arizona and Florida on YouTube. And then, the United States failed on Friday in its bid to extend the UN arms embargo on Iran after the move was opposed by Russia and China, while France, Britain, Germany, and 8 other members abstained.
As we have said before, the United States is determined to make sure that the Iranians in this regime, this theocratic regime, doesn't have the capacity to inflict even more harm on the world.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says the U.S. remains committed to making sure Iran cannot develop nuclear weapons. And a team of FBI investigators arrived in Lebanon this weekend, according to a senior U.S. diplomat, to investigate the August 4th massive explosion in Beirut that killed nearly 180 people and injured thousands. Lebanese officials have invited to help as the U.S. has called for a thorough investigation into the cause of the fire that ignited nearly 3,000 tons of ammonium nitrate in Beirut's ports. French investigators are also lending a hand. America is listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. Download and listen to Living the Bream, hosted by Fox News Channel's Shannon Bream.
The hospitals did this because they didn't want beds to be taken up by these patients. They wanted to keep them open for other cases. And they unloaded on nursing home populations. I'm not a lawyer, but I read a little bit about civil rights law. And it seems as if those particular kind of actions have what's called a disparate impact. I think that's something we should focus on.
Subscribe and listen now by